intentionally go somewhere knowing he has to quarantine when he gets back. So I have not seen him at the work for the last 2 months or so. I just lost my train of thought. What was the question again?
How are you coping with what happened?
With coping with what happened regarding the girl, it's just, like I said, someone has an attachment that I've come to accept what happened happens that one night. And just trying to hope that should I continue to grow with this person, that she's more, per se, willing to kind of grow and instead of forcefully grow on her intentions or her plans. I guess in her cultural aspect, by a certain age or a certain range of years, someone knowing each other, they should then be together. Which is quite different than here we do, or old-fashioned people with old-fashioned morals like me kind of follow by.
To what extent have you spoken with her about what that first night was like for you?
I haven't brought it up to her at all.
Okay. How do you think she would respond?
If I had to guess, possibly negative, but I don't know what reasoning.
Anthony, some of the people I talk to say experiences like what you've had can change their life a whole lot. And then sometimes people I talk to say experiences like this didn't change their life and it stayed mostly the same. Where would you put yourself?
Probably say in the middle. On a scale per se 0 to 10, like smack in the middle, 6. Somewhere like that.
Tell me about your reason for 6.
This is not really a reoccurring thing for me, and this is all new. So therefore I'm neutral about it. If it was a more thing that I've experienced, then that notion would go up or down. Because I know there are people who experience this more than I.
Yeah. Tell me what life would be like if you had never had those experiences at work.
Possibly a little bit more outgoing in general than I am now.
Outgoing.
Maybe be willing to go out with other coworkers. This particular person in this scenario and other coworkers before the COVID and sometimes even during COVID would go to, per se, a bar, drink, food, and whatnot. If this situation didn't really occur how it did, I might be one of those to partake going and having a drink or whatnot with them at the bar, or enjoying food or whatnot. That's what I mean.
And what about with your girlfriend? What if that had never happened?
If that had never happened, I possibly would either be with her, but on a stronger relationship than what I am now. Meaning like, okay, no, I'm not ready. This is a scenario right now. No, I'm not ready. Now is not the time, right? Get to know me a little bit more. And how we gone down that branch of ladder. Given time, I would have said, okay, now I'm ready, okay. To where it might have opened the door for her being a little bit more willing then to meet my family at that branch or scenario and time frame, to where to this point I would have probably moved in with her. That's the positive side of this. Now at the same time, it could also be that I would have maybe chosen to not be her at all and just focus on starting something with someone else at a more comfortable, equal effort scenario. There are many ways these kind of branches go.
Sure.
Or can flow.
Sure. Anthony, that was the last question I had about your experiences that you had. But I'd like to transition and ask you just some demographic questions about you, which people typically find a bit easier to answer.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing about your experience at work and with your girlfriend.
Okay. Welcome.
Yeah. Okay, so for these demographic questions, you might have already answered some of these questions, but I go ahead and ask them again just to make sure I covered everything. Okay?
Okay.
So right now, are you single, married, partnered, something else?
Could be partnered if you look at it that way, girlfriend, in that sense.
Okay. How old are you?
34.
Do you have any children?
No.
What city were you born in?
San Jose.
Okay. What racial or ethnic groups do you identify with?
Hispanic, white, mixed.
Okay. What gender do you identify with?
Male.
What's your sexual orientation?
Straight.
What's the highest grade or degree you ever completed?
Some college.
Okay. What religion, if any, do you identify with?
Spiritual, not religious.
Okay. Now, thinking back to when you were 16 years old, I have some questions for you. Where did you live when you were 16? What city?
San Jose.
Okay. Did you live with both your mom and dad?
It was kind of a split custody, so some weekends.
Okay.
Actually, I think this might be the year that I was incarcerated in that IPS thing, whatever.
Okay. Okay. What's the highest degree or grade your mom completed?
I don't know. I'm guessing some college.
Okay.
Or nursing school.
Okay. What about your dad? What's the highest grade he completed?
Possibly some college or schoolwork, and engineering or finances.
Okay. But you're not sure?
No.
Okay. That's okay. What did your mom do for work when you were growing up?
It was a mix of hospital work,